Hi family, welcome to the Car Pathway of Cooking. Before we get started on this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a single video. Hello everyone, welcome to the Car Pathway of Cooking. My name is Alicia. I am glad you are here to join me. What I'm going to do is prepare a roast. It's nighttime. I'm in my PJs, and I like to season and marinate my roast and put it in the refrigerator overnight. So I decided to do this before I went to bed, and I have a chuck roast, and this is a small one. It's pretty small. It's big enough for hubby and I. But this is what I have. I washed it and cleaned it and dried it off as best as I could. And what I want to do first is take a knife. This is the way I prepare mine. I just put little slits in there. Kind of going against the grain here. This is the way I like to do mine. This way the seasoning can go down into the meat. And what I like to use for my roast, and I use onion powder as a tenderizer, meat tenderizer. I like to put that on first. And I put a lot of it on there, okay? Because it's gonna really tenderize the meat. Yeah, I know it's a lot. And I'm going to put garlic powder. A little seasoning salt. Little chicken powder, just a little bit. And this one doesn't have salt in it. I just like the extra flavor that it gives. Okay, and some black pepper. I want to welcome the new ones to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I also want to welcome my reoccurring family members to the channel as well. I'm going to use one hand just to press the seasoning down in the meat. This is just the way I season mine. I'm going to flip it over and season the other side. Okay. This is my garlic powder. Seasoning salt. I want it well seasoned. Just shake the chicken powder on here. Black pepper. Some splits in there. And make sure you get the sides as well. Okay. And I'm just gonna massage the meat, because I want it really tender. Just gonna massage the meat. pretty good. And I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil. Can you have aluminum foil like a back? And let it sit in the refrigerator overnight. And in the morning, I'm going to show you how I cook it. Okay? Take these gloves off. And that's pretty much it. Just gonna cover it. Make sure it's sealed and covered tight. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. And then first thing in the morning, I will be back. I will be in the picture in the morning to show you how to sear the roast. And I'm going to put it in the oven. I'm gonna catch you all in the morning, clean up my mess. And all right, family, we are back. It is the next day. I have my pot roast right here. This is a chuck roast, as I mentioned earlier. I have it here. It's been sitting out on my stove for a few hours. I wanted to bring the temperature down to room temperature to get the chill off of it. And I have in my frying pan is some oil. I have my oil heating up because what I'm going to do is sear the chuck roast before I put it in the oven. Let me preheat my oven while I'm at it. I'm going to preheat it for 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And what I need to do is I have self-rising flour. I'm just going to coat the chuck roast with the flour. And I'm going to put it over in the frying pan and sear it. And I have here some beef broth. Once I sear it, I'm going to put it in this pan. Put the chuck roast in this pan. Put some broth over in there. I will cut up my onion. I'm going to use this whole onion and I'm going to put it on the roast and cover it and put it in the oven. And I'm going to let it cook probably about 2 hours or a good hour and a half.
Potatoes.
And halfway through the cooking of the roast, I'm going to add potatoes, which I'm going to peel and cut those up, and I'm also going to put carrots in there. The potatoes and the carrots are leftovers from the soup, Hawaiian bean soup. I didn't want to waste the vegetables, or I didn't want them to go bad, so I'm going to put them on the roast. What I'm doing now is coating the chuck roast with flour. I need to watch my pan over here too, because I have it heating. I'm just going to coat it. This is well seasoned. As you can tell, I put a lot of seasoning on it last night. And it was been in the refrigerator probably over, what, 15 hours?
Yep, at least.
Yeah. And I had it sitting out on the stove. Let's see. It's not hot yet. And this is a rather small roast. Once it's done, it's going to be even smaller. If you have a larger family, of course you know to use a larger chuck roast. This is enough for the two of us and maybe for leftover. At least Jake, you have something to take to work for lunch. Okay, I think my oil is hot. I want to make sure it's really hot to get a really good sear on it. And the purpose of me coating the chuck roast with flour, this flour is what's gonna make my gravy. This is what's gonna make the gravy. I don't have to add any gravy to it. Yes. Hear that sound? That's what you want. Okay, we're gonna let it sear. And I'm gonna let it sear, and once it brown on one side or ready to turn, I'm gonna turn it over. So in the meantime, I'll catch you on the flip side. All right, y'all. I almost burned it. I walked away for a minute, but that's a good sear, nevertheless. I'm gonna let it continue to sear. As my grandfather used to say, that's not burning, it's good for your stomach. Yeah, I walked away for a minute. But anyways, in the meantime, let me cut this onion up. All right, I'm just gonna chop this onion up. No particular way, just gonna chop it up, okay? Going a little rustic style. Okay. All right. Take a look at this chuck roast. See what's going on. Just want to brown it. With this brown on here, this flour has brown. This is going to make some really good golden brown gravy. And I have my oven preheating. Cooking a roast is very simple, family. Let me know how you cook your roast. You can cook it on top of the stove. Sometimes I do that, but for the most part, I like to put it in the oven. Yep. So how's it going today? I know the football game is tonight. The Cowboys and who are they playing?
Well, that's Cowboy and Green Bay playing now, but that's not the one that's coming on at 8 o'clock. There's another one coming on.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me know who you rooting for. You all rep your team. Put it in the comments. Okay. It's brown on the other side, as you can tell. Good timing. That was my oven. Look, I don't want to leave anything in this pan. Okay. This is roast. It's going to shrink a whole lot. Yeah, I have it there to cool down.
Oh, okay.
Yep, just add my onions. And midway through the cooking process, I'm going to go, I'm going to add my potatoes and carrots. And that's it. And just let it cook until it's done. I'm going to use one container of this broth. can use any type broth that you prefer. Alright. And this is 32 ounce beef broth. If you like chicken broth, use that. Alright, I'm gonna cover this up. How many that are on the bone, Jake? I want to make sure the cover is covered well and tight because I don't want anything to steam. I don't want the steam to come out. Let it cook. And I'm going to put it in the oven. Alright, family, I'm gonna let it cook at least an hour before I add potatoes to it and the carrots to the pan. And plus I want to check the tenderness, and once I do that, I'll show it to you. I'll be right back. Alright, family, we are back. I have taken the chuck roast out of the oven. It's not done completely, almost done, but you see how the gravy is forming? That's why I seared it with flour so it can make its own gravy, onion gravy. That's why I put a lot of onion in here. And most people probably don't do this, but this is the way I like to do my roast. I like to cut my roast ahead of time. It's gonna be tender, but I still like to just cut it in pieces. I have to be careful that I don't cut the aluminum pan. And this one has a lot of fat in it, which is just a lot of flavor. This is how I like to do my roast. See, it's already tender. This is optional. You don't have to do this, but I prefer to. And this part is the thickest part of this roast. That's another reason why I like to cut it pieces.
Really be careful.
Yeah. This is how I'm doing it. Okay? This is gonna be good. Look at that gravy. Okay? Now, I washed the potatoes, and I rinsed them several times to get some of the starch off of it. And each time you put water on the potatoes, your water's gonna look foggy, which I poured it off like 3 times. That's just releasing the starch, okay? My hands are clean. And I just like to put potatoes throughout the roasting pan. This is the way I like to do mine. And the way we eat ours is on a bed of rice, or you can use pasta. And I know there's a lot of starch with the potatoes, but hey, we country. That's the way we like to eat ours. I'm not saying country people like to eat a lot of starch, but this is the way we like to eat ours. baby carrots. I want you to check out my video, the Hawaiian bean soup. Delicious. Wasn't it, Jake?
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna put carrots throughout. You're right, I need another pan. This pan is a little small, but let's just get them situated in here. What I did, I put the baking pan on a cookie sheet just in case we have a little spill. Try to keep my oven clean. Can you hand me a spoon? I want to taste it and see if I need to add any salt or anything. And some pepper to it. Thank you.
I need to add pepper.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's good. That's good. But you can use a little black pepper. Taste as you go, family. Add this little seasoning. And I know the meat is good in season. And tender. Just kind of mix that in a little bit. And I used my little crochet cookware, it would have been done by now. Because that lid was sealed in. It had a good seal on it. Just spill it over. This back into the oven. Maybe about 30 more minutes. Let the potatoes and the carrots cook. Cook to tender, to fork tender. Make sure I have my aluminum foil sealed. Put it tight in. Back into the oven. And I will be right back. Meet me on the flip side, family. All right, family, we are back. And I've just taken this tender roast out of the oven. I want you to see how tender it is. The meat is just falling apart, y'all. It's gonna be some good eating right here. See that gravy? This is the way we like ours. I want you to see this meat. Look how tender it is. It's tender. Look there. Falling apart. Now that's what you call fork tender. Look at here. This is how I like my roast. How about you, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, family. Give this a try. It's too hot to taste. It took 3 hours to cook. Look at that fat on there. That's flavor, y'all. That is flavor. Give this a try. Give it a try. Just a Sunday's chuck roast. I seasoned it, let it marinate for hours in the refrigerator, and before I seared it, I let it sit out until room temperature. This is a good hearty meal for your family. Please give it a try. And I'm going to end this video. I just want you all to see how the roast turned out. But I'm going to end this video. You all stay safe out there. Always stay humble and kind. And the new ones, go ahead on and subscribe to the channel. You know you're coming back, so just go on and subscribe to the channel. And everyone give me a thumbs up. And share the videos. Please share the videos. Stay safe. Once again, love you all. Thank you so much for supporting us. And we will catch you all on the next video.